for you my Tier 6 U.S. cruiser, the Cleveland. As you can see, I'm divvied up with Mr. Red Sea Bear. Now my captain skills are priority target, expert marksman, basic fire training, concealment, advanced fire training, and IFHE. Now, my modules are protect my main batteries, longer AA, Damcom 1, and better rudder shift time. I do like to turn a little bit faster in my cruisers than normal. Now, the reason we're showcasing the Cleveland is twofold. One, rank season is upon us, and another reason is to hammer home the message of percentage of damage is what gets you the experience, i.e. the percentage of damage you do to a ship compared to anyone else. Now, this is under the economy of 0.6.6. And I do believe 0.6.7 there were some changes, i.e. you get a little bit more for spotting and for taking damage. So do please keep that in mind, but I do believe for the most part the percentage thing has never changed. Now I do know I have AP loaded. I did not know that until the second salvo. Pretty much this salvo in the air is going to let this reload, shoot that, then switch to HE. As I get a devastating strike first blood as I detonate that poor DD with my AP. It's going to shoot at the Fiji next, but he disappears. Now, originally the game plan was to come up here, hide behind islands, and shoot things. I'm going to try to keep to that game plan as much as possible. Now, on a side note, I do believe I figured out what was wrong between my voice and audio. My voice was hurting a little bit from when I did my Z52 game, as you can obviously hear, and I was also running ultra settings, which, if you did not know, made things extremely loud, and I have yet to really tweak with those settings. Now, as far as the electrical hum, I did not hear it when I rewatched the video, and I did not hear it when I watched the video prior to an upload. So if you hear it, please leave a comment. If multiple people hear it, please leave comments so I can try to figure out what is wrong. Now, what I'm trying to do is come up. I know the cruiser smoke is not going to last forever. I put my plane up to see anybody I can see that is still shooting on the other side. Obviously, not a lot of things shooting, but the Cleveland was moving forward when we last saw him. I do believe the Nuremberg gets picked up by my plane, but I have the AP loaded to deal with the British cruiser hiding in his smoke. I immediately target the airplane for my AA to shoot down, and you can see how strong this stuff is, and I do not even have manual AA. The only target I could see at the time was the Cleveland, but really I wanted to go after the Fiji here. Now, if you did not know, the US has better penetration angles than anyone else as far as cruisers go. You can get better pen angles than any other nation. I do believe it's only 1 to 2 degrees. It's not it's not a very large amount, but it is still enough to where, you know, you can hit things that are angled and do very solid AP damage. Now, I do believe the Byron loaded in late, which is why my first couple shots here do miss. But obviously I'm not detected. I can still get shots in on this guy, so right now there's no reason for me to move. Finally, a game plan that is actually working. As now my shells aren't making it over the mountain. I do believe it's mainly the rear guns, but now none of them are making it over. So I'm just going to reverse try to see if there's anybody I can't hit. Now, I do not know why the battleship put out one fire. He had enough health to where he could have weathered that fire storm. But I do believe the only one that can hit him with HE would have been myself and the destroyer that is shooting, because I don't believe the lander. Well, yeah, I do believe the lander shooting at him, but as we know, British cruisers cannot shoot HE. Now, this guy, while he is only 10 kilometers, he's sailing away from me. I'm sailing away from him. So this guy's actually getting close to. I'm not going to be able to shoot at him because my shells just don't have the time to reach the target, I would say accurately or effectively, because, you know, he's moving away, I'm moving away. And it's really about here when I say to myself, that is really not, you know, really, you know, I shouldn't be shooting at this guy. He's just getting too far. I do believe I'm going to take a couple more shots in on him, but I should have stopped shooting prior to that shot. Now, the Seabear and myself were both talking about having to move over to B to protect B. We have 2 caps to their 1. There's no reason to push into A, because if you're paying attention to the mini-map at all, they recently just got A. Now, my game plan is to move up to this island that you can see, that is the upper left on the screen. Usually where most people hide when it's epicenter. I'm trying to use that island to shield me from the guys at A, also to get shots and on the battleships without being detected. My new focus is going to be the Hat Sahara, but as you can see, I haven't done anything as far as significant damage. I've just done average damage at 39,000, but I did do 100% to that destroyer. Destroyers do net you a slight bonus to experience. I do believe it goes destroyers, cruisers, battleships, then carriers. Took the blind shot in that hand because, you know what, you never know. I already detonated one of them today. I'm going to take shots in on him as soon as I can see him, as I'm going to get hit with some nasty lag. Now, I wanted to wait till I saw him because I wanted these shots to be a lot more accurate, but the heart-pounding moment of, did I even hit this guy, thanks to that horrendous lag. I didn't know if I was going to get disconnected or not. This destroyer is going to make several life-altering mistakes, I should say. One, I don't know why he shoots. I do believe he would have had the concealment to stay hidden. And, you know what? There's a Cleveland here. This guy, instead of speeding up, decides to slow down, even after he repaired his engine, which is making it easy for me to hit. Now, unfortunately, I make the mistake of not slowing down at time, but in a situation like this, the DD would have been better off just getting off of B and waiting for the battleships to come over to push me out instead of trying to sit on this cap and nullify it. Now, I don't know if he had smoke. I couldn't even tell you if he would have used it because this guy has used poor judgment so far. He pulls an answer, then he decides to shoot and easily dispatch the destroyer. Now, I'm going to use the exact same strategy I was using against the destroyer. I'm going to use this island to shield me from battleships at A. I'm also trying to back up far enough to where I can shoot and potentially not be seen while I can still hit my target. Fortunately, backed up too far. Now, when I was backing up, I didn't really turn to not present a broadside while I get hit with more lag. And unfortunately, when I move forward, I turned the wrong way. So at this point, I'm just going to reverse. I'm not going to bother changing my rudder because when it comes out, I should be angled instead of showing broadside. Even though at one point there will be broadside for both of us. But as you can see, I'm just reversing here. And I do believe I've done most of the damage to this gentleman so far. Now, obviously, everyone's going to take shots in on him because he's on caps, and it's really the only thing that is spotted. Load the AP because I know this guy's going to be showing me broadside. I hold my shot a little bit, waiting for more of broadside, but now is the perfect broadside as I get hit with lag, and those shots come in and nail his Citadel and kill him. I know I was close enough to torpedoes, but because I had already planned on moving forward, I wasn't worried about getting hit with his torpedoes. That's why I was using this island, because all I had to do was move forward. Even slowly, those torpedoes would miss. Now, Mr. Seabear is being very extremely rude right now by having a lot of health, which means I can't activate a time extension. It's getting a little bit greedy, wanted to get more damage. If you did not know, damage done to division mates, even if I would have killed him, doesn't count against you. I.e., he could have killed me just as easily to activate a time extension for himself. Now, we did report this Nagato after the game because you can see his guns are looking at me or they are looking in my direction. They are not targeted on me. Don't know why this guy went AFK. But the reason I know he's not looking at me is because I've already fired what this would be my third salvo, and now is when I get targeted. I do believe it's the New Mexico. I'm not going to turn because I believe when the New Mexico shoots, he will be spotted by somebody on this map. And that is when I'm going to make my turn. The New Mexico completely misses because I don't believe he actually saw me. Seabear is going to get his Citadel he finally wanted. So now we're going to look at the post-battle results, but with a slight twist to hammer home the percentage of damage. 92,000 damage, 3 ships, devastating strike, first blood, 1 Citadel, 13 base caps, and as you can see there, Seabear did 111,000, 4 ships, Confederate, 1 base cap, 5 Citadels, but who is number 1 on the team? Myself. With base experience of 2,000, Seabear did a respectable 18,000 base experience. But this is what I mean by it's all percentage of damage. Here's the money screen. I do have the premium camo. As you saw, this was the original premium camo you could get for this ship. I believe it is the New Year's camo. Did 81,000 from main batteries, 40,000 from, or what is it, 48,000 from HE, 33,000 from armor piercing, and 11,000 from the fires I did set. I do hope you guys enjoyed this replay. I do hope you did learn something from this. Please remember to compliment good teamwork, good team play, and remember it's all about the percentage of damage you do to a ship on your experience and your credits. Remember, we're quick to report, slow to compliment. Please hit that like and subscribe button and have yourselves one heck of a great day.